So
Hi,
she walked in the room.
Alex.
Hi.
Hi. It's so nice to meet you. I'm such a fan of yours.
That's sweet. We're not meeting, but that's really sweet. That's really that's gonna kind of sorry.
So were you surprised by the incredible response to this project?
By the way, yes, but the response was not incredible for a while. It took a minute for the show to find its feet, and it took a minute for people to find the show, but it has been really gratifying, and it spurred lots of really lovely conversation. I think it speaks to sort of like, you know, and I spent a lot of time wondering why people like the show, but I think there's sort of, I think people in like a really rancorous sort of environment that we live in, I think people would like to believe that they can have. The show's about, by the way, anyone here who doesn't know, the show's about a Jew who goes to a meeting of like white nationalists in Queens. I'm the Jew. And I think people would like to believe that they can have a conversation with people who hate them very much. Because I think we're in a moment where people find themselves more and more fundamentally and diametrically opposed with other folks. And I think there is a real desire to have a conversation that moves us forward, but I think people aren't quite sure how to do that. So yeah, I think that's also people love a little mystery, right? Big mystery in the comedy special, which is will I be killed at the end of it? So the answer is no. Okay.
I think whenever we're at our most serious, we're probably about to do the dumbest thing you can imagine. So we make sure that we have that kind of ripcord available to us. Just this year, I believe we did a show that was where one of our researchers had sourced the manufacture of death penalty drugs in this country, which doesn't sound that funny on its surface. So after that, we did a story about, I believe, one of the most versatile stock photo models. We tracked him down in Azerbaijan, a man called Ilgar. So that was something very, very difficult to talk about, and I would say almost transcendentally dumb. So it's the mixture of the two that is the most fun and satisfying for us. Yeah, if we ever do something really dark, we're going to do something utterly puerile.
I've been quite nostalgic, obviously, while we've been over here, because when I first read the script, I have to say it's one of the best things I've ever read. I read all 7 episodes in one go, and I just kind of fell in love with the story and the writing and the character of Martha, and so I went into audition about 4 to 5 times. Geek, but I finally wore them down. But no, when we were filming, I just was so proud of Richard and this incredible story. And so when we made it, I think we just all thought it was going to be this kind of indie, slow-burning hit that a few people might watch. And so the fact that we're even over here, let alone at the Emmys and let alone here now, honestly, I can't believe it. And so it's all really down to Richard. That's why I thanked him. Yeah, he's the best.
I think what's great about The Traitors is it has a huge cast from all different backgrounds. So we have Real Housewives who are social strategists, we've got gamers from things like Survivor, and I think what they all did is they all brought something unique, and they all played the game in a very different way, and they murdered and banished each other so well, and they also did it with humour.
I'm very superstitious, and I wish I could back myself, I think, enough to prep. I don't. But I did get to thank some people today in the crew that I haven't remembered in the other one, so I feel like I at least ticked that box. So.
The main thing is that I wanted to express how in awe I am of them, of the people who supported me this whole time, and that we feel seen as brown and black women, that we do not have an expiration date, and that we all vote. If I could have a microphone just once, that's what I want to get across. Thank you.
First thing that popped in my head was, I think maybe when I was nominated for a Tony Award, that was pretty thrilling because I started in the theater, so it meant a lot. But I think I've been fortunate in a sense that my career has been a very gradual kind of climb. I wouldn't have minded if it was a little faster, but you know, it's better than starting here and going down. So I'm very grateful for that.
You know, there are things I admire about him, and I feel like I want to steal from him. I think his sort of like focus determination and follow through and a certain amount of obsession is something that I would like to borrow for my life. But I think in things I've learned is sort of, what I think I was trying to explain when I accepted the award, which is just like these things. He has such a difficult time extending himself, I think, and communicating and reaching out to other people. And I think during the time I've been playing Carmi, I've looked at myself and tried to sort of, I think, be more available to people sort of seeing where Carmi has sort of fallen at times.
I never imagined him without a job or without succeeding. I thought that was one of the things that was most enjoyable about playing him. He never got down on himself because he always had the confidence that he would, in the end, prevail. He's very quick in his maneuvering. And so to face the daunting task of what comes next, I have left that to the writers, and they have delivered something very interesting. And we're in the middle of shooting it now, so I can't divulge it, but it's new terrain for Corey, and it's exciting to play.